Have you ever wondered how to figure someone out quickly? Maybe it's someone new in your life, a potential partner, a coworker, or even a friend. How do you know if there's someone you can trust, someone worth investing your time and energy into? Today, I'll share with you 5 situations that reveal a person's true character, their essence, and help you decide whether they're worth keeping close or better left at a distance. My name is Daryna, I'm a practicing therapist in Australia. Let's get started. And first situation is when someone prioritizes benefits over relationships. Picture this. Someone gets a shiny new job with a better salary, but instead of living on good terms, they ghost their team. No goodbye, no thank yous, nothing. What does that tell you? It's a huge red flag. It shows they value their personal gain more than the relationships they've built. And it's not just about work. You'll see this in friendships or even romantic relationships. Think about this. You're dating someone, building a future together. You've put in time, effort, and emotions, thinking you're both in for the long haul. Then, out of nowhere, someone younger, more attractive, or wealthier comes along. For someone who's all about the perks, they won't hesitate to drop you for the next best thing. And second situation, how they react under stress. They say a friend in need is a friend indeed, and stressful moments often bring out a person's true nature. Imagine this: you're stuck in traffic with someone running late for an important meeting, or maybe your flight gets delayed, disrupting carefully laid plans. How do they handle it? Do they stay calm, find solutions, or even joke about the situation to lighten the mood? Or do they snap, yell, or sulk, turning their frustration outward onto everyone around them? A person who lashes out under stress might not have the emotional tools to navigate challenges in a relationship, whether it's personal, professional, or even a close friendship. For instance, in a romantic relationship, there will be inevitably some disagreements, unexpected problems, or tough decisions to make. If someone's default reaction to stress is to become irritable or toxic, it can lead to conflict and make it hard to resolve issues together. The same applies to business partnerships. Working together means navigating high-pressure situations like deadlines, setbacks, or financial pressures. A partner who crumbles or lashes out under stress could jeopardize the whole venture. Stress tests a person's resilience and emotional stability. By observing how they manage it, you gain insight into their ability to face challenges constructively. A calm and solution-focused demeanor shows maturity and emotional intelligence, while a tendency to break down or lash out can signal deeper issues that might make future collaboration or connection more difficult than it's worth. And situation number 3, where you can really see what someone made of, is how they handle failure. Let's face it, nobody gets through life without messing up sometimes. Maybe it's failing a job interview, or failing a test, or missing out on a big opportunity. The question is, how does this person deal with it? Do they throw their hands up and quit, acting like it's the end of the world? Or do they take a minute, figure out what went wrong, and give it another shot? This stuff matters because it shows you what they're like when things get tough. Say you're in a relationship and you hit a rough patch. Someone who gives up easily might just walk away instead of trying to work things out. On the flip side, someone who's super stubborn and barrels through problems without listening could bulldoze over your feelings during arguments. Think about this. You and your partner are dealing with a money issue. If they shut down or start pointing fingers, it's going to make things worse. But if they're willing to sit down with you, figure out a plan, and keep trying, shows they're in for the long haul. How someone reacts to failure isn't just about that one moment. It's a sneak peek into how they'll handle challenges in your future together. And situation 4 that reveals the true essence of the person is how they handle unexpected success. Okay, Picture this: you've been friends with someone for years and then suddenly they land their dream job or get a big promotion, or maybe they win the lottery or go viral on social media. So how do they handle this unexpected success? Do they still show up for their old friends, keeping things the same, or do they start acting different, dropping everyone who's not on their level now? Let's say you are friends with someone and they get a massive promotion at work. You used to grab lunch together and hang out regularly, but now suddenly they're too busy for those little things. You notice they start hanging out with the higher ups, talking more about their fancy new office, and even start distancing themselves from you and the friends you used to share. This could signal that their relationships were more about status and convenience than genuine connection. Now imagine the opposite. You have a friend who gets promoted to a higher position in their company, but they're still the same person you've known. They still make time to catch up, hang out with the same people, and don't act like they're better than anyone just because they have a new title. In fact, they're probably even more supportive, offering you advice and helping you out when you need it. That's the kind of person who values real relationships over superficial status. And situation 5 that reveals the person's true nature is their attitude toward differences in status or opinions. This one's pretty revealing too. How do they treat people who aren't in their social circle or who have a different status than them? Do they act all superior to wait staff or baristas, or are they polite and respectful? Imagine you're at the restaurant with someone and they start treating the waiter poorly. Maybe they're rude, dismissive, or even condescending. They might even have a small tip or no tip at all. In this case, it's clear that they see themselves as being better than people who are in service roles, which could suggest they have a hard time seeing people as equals and only value relationships based on status. Now picture another scenario. You're with someone at the same restaurant and they're polite, respectful, and kind to the waiter, like they would be to anyone else. Even if they're in a more privileged position, they treat everyone equally. This shows that they see value in people beyond what they do or how much money they make. It's a sign they respect people for who they are, not just their job or position in life. Another big one is how they handle disagreements or different opinions. Let's say you're talking with someone and you bring up something like your thoughts on online learning versus in-person classes. You might think online learning is the future, but they shut you down immediately, calling your opinion stupid and acting like there is no room for discussion. Someone who can't even tolerate a different point of view is going to be hard to build any kind of healthy two-way relationship with. Relationships involve compromise and respecting different perspectives, but with someone who isn't open-minded, it's likely that your opinions will clash a lot, and it can feel frustrating and one-sided. On the flip side, imagine having a conversation with someone who listens to your opinion even if they don't agree with it. They might explain their own view calmly and try to understand where you're coming from. This shows that they can handle differences with respect and maturity. They don't need to be right all the time.